In this problem, we provided tensile load, width, thickness, length, Young's modulus of elasticity, and in this problem we have to find out stress, strain, and change in length. Then we find out step by step. The first find out stress. According to the concept of stress, mathematically it is represented by sigma, that is equal to P upon A. That is a simple formula. You just apply this formula here. Then P is known because it is provided in the problem. Area for any rectangular section, that is B into T. Then you can find out sigma. Okay, that value will get 62.6 Newton per mm square. Once we calculate stress, then to find out tensile strain. Very simple formula of Young's modulus of elasticity. The basic formula for Young's modulus of elasticity, that is E upon small e, means that it is a ratio of stress to strain, that is said to be Young's modulus of elasticity. Then you can use all these values of known values as well as unknown values. Sigma is already calculated. We just put up that value. Then E, you can easily calculate E because capital E is given 200 into 10 raised to 3. Then E is equal to, you just do the simplification, 62.66, 200 into 10 raised to 3. Then E is equal to, you just do the simplification, 3.13 into 10 raised to minus 6. It has no unit. Then once we find out stress, strain, the remaining values, that is delta L. How to calculate delta L? Basic formula of strain, that is the ratio of change in length to original length. Change in length is strain is already calculated. We just put up that value. Then in this delta L, here is already provided 1000. Then do the cross multiplication. Delta L, change in length, you can easily calculate that value. Then finally you will get that value 0.313. Then once we find out the values of delta L, you can also calculate delta L by another formula, delta L, that is equal to PL upon AE. Okay. In this way, we find out all these three unknown values for stress, strain, and change in length. Okay. Very simple way. Whatever information you have to provide it in the problem, you just focus on that information. Then you can write that information as a given data. Then which thing we need to calculate in the problem, then you can decide according to carefully reading of the problem. Then which formula is applicable or suitable according to data you have to provide in the problem. Then once we clear idea which formula is applicable, then you can solve the problem by steps. In the first, we calculate stress according to formula, that is a standard formula for stress. It is represented mathematically by sigma, that is equal to P upon A. then you can easily calculate stress. Once we find out the stress sigma, then you can find out the strain by formula of Young's modulus of elasticity is equal to sigma upon E. Then because of E is provided and sigma is already calculated, then you can easily calculate the unknown values of strain, that is E, according to formula of Young's modulus of elasticity. Once we calculate E, then calculate change in length delta L according to formula of the strain, that is the ratio of change in length to original length. Then you can easily calculate the unknown values of change in length, that is delta L. Then you can also calculate delta L by another formula, delta L, that is equal to PL upon AE. Okay, then answer will be the same. Okay, then we take next problem. I will read the problem. The following result to be tensile test bar. That problem which depends upon stress strain curve diagram for ductile material. We already studied in previous lecture. That problem which is based on that concept. Then here diameter of steel bar, that is equal to 22 mm, yield load, that is equal to 88 kilonewton. Then gauge length 200 mm, yield load 88 kilonewton, maximum load 135 kilonewton, load at flexure point 112 kilonewton, total elongation 60 mm, then elongation up to maximum load 47 mm. Then here in this problem we have to find out ultimate stress, yield stress, percentage reduction, percentage increase in length. Then we see step by step how to calculate yield stress, tensile stress, percentage change in length, then percentage reduction in the area. Then whatever information you have to provide it in the problem, you just write that information as a data. Then in this problem, you have to provide it. Then in this problem, the first diameter is given, D is equal to 22. Mm. Then length is provided 200 mm. Then PY, yield load. PY means yield load, that is that value 88 kilonewton. 88 kilonewton means that 88 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Just do the conversion into Newton. Then P max, maximum load. P max means maximum load we have provided 135 kilonewton. Then convert into Newton. Kilonewton 135 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Then delta L, change in length 60 mm. Then delta LE, elongation up to maximum load. Elongation delta LE, elongation up to maximum load 47 mm. That value is 47 mm. Then A dash means area of reduced section at a fracture. Okay, means after the external tensile load that will act on the specimen, what will happen? that area will be changed, and that area is represented by A dash 200 mm square. Okay, it is not original area of the specimen. After applying external tensile load on that specimen, what will happen? The area will be changed because of stress will be induced, and that area which is represented by 200 mm square, it is represented by A dash. Then here in this problem, we have to calculate tensile stress, yield stress, percentage increase in length, and percentage reduction in the area. These four things we need to calculate. Our target to find out yield stress, tensile stress, percentage increase in length, percentage reduction in the area. Then we see step by step. First, calculate area of the steel bar, that specimen. First, you have to calculate area of the given specimen. The given specimen which is in circular section, and the area of any circular section, that is pi by 4 into d square. That is the basic formula of area of circular section. Then first you have to calculate the area of the specimen. Okay, and then what will be the area after acting the external tensile load on that specimen? The area will be changed. Okay, the first we calculate area pi by 4 into d square. Pi by 4, d is already given. Then 22 mm. Then finally we calculate area 380.13 mm. Once we find out the area of steel bar, then find out the yield stress. Yield stress, the basic formula will be the same for the stress, because the stress which is the that ratio of P upon A, means internal resisting force developed per unit cross sectional area. The same formula of stress you can use for finding out the yield stress, that is Py upon A. Py means yield load. That value is already given in the problem. 88 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 380.13. Then you can calculate yield stress. It is represented by sigma y. Okay. You just do the simplification, and that after simplification we get value 231.5. 231.5 Newton per mm square. Once we find out yield stress sigma y, then find out ultimate tensile stress. Formula will be same. Ultimate tensile stress, which is represented by sigma u, that is equal to Pu upon A. That value is already provided. Pu, that is 135 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 13. Ultimate tensile stress is also called as maximum stress, because at that point the stress is maximum, or stress will be maximum, and that's why the ultimate tensile stress is also called as maximum stress. That maximum stress we have to calculate. After simplification we get value 355.14 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is the value of maximum stress or ultimate tensile stress. Both are the same concept, because the stress will be maximum at that point. in stress strain curve diagram for the ductile material. Then here percentage increase in length. How to calculate percentage increase in length? Percentage increase in length. Very simple formula. Change in length to original length to 100. Then delta L is given 60 divided by L is given 200 into 100. Then a percentage increase in length. Final value you will get 30 percentage. 30 percentage. Okay. This is the simple calculation for percentage increase in length. Take change in length to original length into 100. Then you can easily calculate percentage increase in length. Then percentage reduction in area. How to calculate percentage? The original area minus reduced area upon the original area already calculated here. If you see here, this is the area of the steel bar or specimen. Whatever specimen you have to provide it in the problem, then we have to calculate area of that specimen. That is the original area, pi by 4 into d square. That value you will get 380.13 minus reduced area. Reduced area is already given a dash 200 divided by 380.13. Then percentage reduction in area. How much percentage? 47.18. That is percentage reduction in area. Then here, this is very simple way. Whatever information you have to provide it in the problem, then in this problem, the information is given or given data is that diameter of specimen 22 mm, that is provided. Original length of specimen 200 mm is given. The yield load 88 kilonewton, that is 88 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Maximum or ultimate tensile load 135 kilonewton, that is equal to 135 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Change in length 60 mm. Then elongation up to maximum load, that is 47 mm, and reduced area. Then this information is given. Then first you calculate the area of the original specimen, pi by 4 into d square. Once we find out area, then find out yield stress by formula. Then sigma y, that is equal to py upon a. Then you just put up all these values you have to give in the problem. Then find out sigma u, that is equal to pu upon a. Then calculate percentage increase in length, delta L upon L into 100. Then we just put all these values in that equation. Then percentage reduction in the area. The formula will be original area minus reduced area divided by original area. That formula you can apply here for finding out percentage reduction in area. Okay, means in this problem our aim is fulfilled or satisfied. You can calculate all these values by the formulas which are provided in the solution. Then here, in the same manner, you can calculate the other problem. I will read. A specimen of 16 diameter subjected to a tensile test following observation we are recording gauge length that is equal to 200 Then information is given, load is provided in kilonewton 40, 42, 61, 59. Four loads are provided in kilonewton and extension in of all these four forces which are acting on that specimen. What will be the body extend? Okay, that extension in which are provided after a load 40 kilonewton applied on that specimen. What will happen? That body will extend. Okay, means that change in length, that length is provided 0.25, 0.26, 37, 50. Then remarks, what will be the 40 kilonewton force applied on that body, particular specimen. Body will be elongate 0.25, that is provided in the problem. Then remark, elasticity. Okay, what is the property of elasticity? If the external load will act on the elastic material, that material will be deformed, that is change in length, and after removal of external load, that body regains to its original shape and size or original position. It regains back. Means that property of material that is said to be elasticity property of that material. Then in the first case, in the problem, if the 40 kilonewton force is applied on that specimen, the body will elongate or extend 0.25 then according to elasticity property of that material. Okay, then after 42 kilonewton force act, the body will extend 0.26, then yield load, then 61 in the same manner, 37, 59, 50 maximum load fractures. Means in this problem you have to provide a load extension, then determine yield stress, ultimate stress, modulus of elasticity, percentage reduction in area if diameter of neck is 10 Okay, then here in this problem we have to calculate yield stress, ultimate stress, and percentage reduction in the area. The first we have to calculate area of the specimen. Load, extension, then 40, 0.25, 42, 0.26, 61, 59, okay, then calculate sigma y, sigma u, and percentage reduction area. Then first calculate area, pi by 4 into d square. Okay, d is the diameter of original specimen. Okay, whatever specimen you have to provide it in the problem, you decide that diameter of that specimen. Then here value you will get pi by 4 into diameter is given 60 mm. Then we just put up that value 60 mm. Then you can calculate 201.06 mm square. Then area of neck. Neck area means if the load will increase further and further and further, and at the end stage, the specimen will the cross-sectional area of that specimen is look like a neck, and that change in that area of the specimen, that is the that area is represented by A dash. Okay, area of neck. That is also provided that diameter D dash, that is 10 mm into 10 square. Then calculate 78.54 mm. Means that the original area, how to calculate original area of the specimen, the original diameter before acting external load on that specimen. What is the diameter of that specimen? That diameter is 60 mm, 16 mm. Then after acting external tensile load, hello. झालं का त्याला टेस्ट केलं हा पण ते दाखवत नव्हतं हा टिकेट केलं हा केलं मी हा नंतर मी सर केलं नाही ना ते होईल का आता बरोबर आता लेक्चरमध्ये मी करतो हो here A is equal to then here A dash is find out. A is the original area of the specimen. If the diameter of the specimen is given, you can easily calculate area of the original specimen. Then you can also calculate area of neck. Means after external tensile load act on that original specimen, if load will increase further and further, then at the end stage that area will change. It is look like neck, and that diameter of that neck is also provided in the problem. You can easily, if the diameter is known, then you can find out A dash, area of that neck. Both area, once we find out both the area, then find out yield stress sigma y, Py upon A, that is equal to, we just put up values 42 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 201.06. You just do the simplification, then after simplification we find out that value 208.89. Then sigma u, you calculate sigma u, that is equal to Pu upon A. Then Pu is the ultimate tensile load or maximum load. Okay, 61. Here maximum load is 61 into 10 raised to 3. Area is 201.06. We find out that area. .39 Newton per mm square. Okay. Then here how to decide? Because here this is elasticity. Remark yield load, maximum load, and fracture. It is also provided. Then according to that information, you can use the value of yield load and ultimate tensile load. Then next, modulus of elasticity, delta L, that is equal to PL upon AE. Then you just calculate E is equal to PL upon A into delta L. We just put up the values. Then elasticity 40 into 10 raised to 3. Original length is provided. That length is given 200. Okay. Here in this problem, length is also given 200 mm into 200 divided by area. Area is already calculated 201.06 into delta L. Sorry, you just do the simplification. EL upon A into P delta L. Delta L is change in length. That change in length, that value is 0.25. Here, then you calculate E, Young's modulus of elasticity, 1.592 into 10 raised to 5. Then once we calculate E, then percentage reduction in area, reduction in area, A minus A dash upon A into 100. We just put up the value 201.06 minus 78.5 divided by 201.06 into 100. Then finally you will get 60.94, means 61% reduction in the area. Okay, this is a very simple way to find out the different values of yield stress, ultimate stress, percentage reduction in area, then Young's modulus of elasticity. In this problem, specimen is provided having a diameter 16 mm, subjected to a tensile test, which means that the tensile load that will act on that specimen vertically downward. What will happen if the body is placed on the device, and if the tensile load will act and that load will gradually increase, then what will be the effect induced in that specimen, particularly that specimen which is made by ductile material. Then the following observation we are recorded: the gauge length 200 mm, that gauge length is already given. Then here load will increase gradually, that is 40 kilonewton, 42 kilonewton, 61 and 59. Then what will be the changes induced in that specimen? Then in this problem, we have to find out the yield stress, ultimate stress, modulus of elasticity, percentage reduction in the area if the diameter of the neck is 10 mm. Very simple way to find out. First of all, we calculate the area of original specimen, then area of neck. Once we calculate A dash, then calculate yield stress sigma y, then calculate ultimate stress, that is sigma u. Then according to a formula delta L, that is equal to PL upon AE, you just do the simplification. IE is equal to PL upon A into delta L. You can easily calculate E. Then calculate percentage reduction in the area, A minus A dash upon A into 100. Okay, and in this way you can calculate all these values. This is a very simple way. You can just